Hi guys, 732 Review Crew here. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And this is a movie pick by...
Me.
What is the movie?
Dr. Strangelove.
Have you seen it, Joe?
That's not the full name of the movie, Mike.
Oh.
It's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Have you seen this, Joe?
No.
I haven't seen it either.
When did this come out?
1964.
That's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Because you just can't appreciate classics.
I'm pretty much like right around, I feel like 1980 is pretty much like my imaginary barrier.
Have you seen Sling Blade?
No.
Have you seen 12 Angry Jurors?
It's 12 Angry Men.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Anyways.
All right.
Don't you start quoting movies on me, bitch. Fucking,
I'm ready
I
to
think the
start
oldest
this one.
movie I've seen is Grapes of Wrath.
Haven't
And
seen
that
it.
was at school. So.
Thank you for joining us, though. We do movie picks, and this month is Mike's. So if you do enjoy this movie, let us know anything that we may like that's similar or that you'd like to watch. And we're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1.
Ominous rumors had been privately circulating among high-level Western leaders that the Soviet Union had been at work on what was darkly hinted to be the ultimate weapon, a doomsday device.
Ooh, refueling.
Believe it or not, this is a comedy.
Has a wing confirmed holding at their fail-safe points.
Yes, sir. The confirmations have all just come in.
The base is being put on condition red.
Uh-oh.
Jolly good idea. Keeps the men on their toes.
Group captain, I'm afraid this is not an exercise.
Not an exercise, sir.
It looks like we're in a shooting war.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hell. Are the Russians involved, sir?
Hendrik, that's all I've been told. I just came in on the red phone. My orders are for this base to be sealed tight, and that's what I mean to do. Seal it tight.
Ah, for robbers.
Now last, and possibly most important.
Were they the UN back
I
then?
want all privately owned radios to be immediately impounded. Yes, sir. They might be used to issue instructions to saboteurs.
I feel like it's supposed to be urgent, but nothing was urgent about that phone call.
They're professionals.
That sounds quite terrible, sir. Indeed, it is quite terrible. With most haste.
I like how he
But
shut-
might I ask one more question, sir? Is it the Russians? Like,
They are all 2 hours from their targets inside Russia.
crazy.
They just constantly get refueled.
By the way, I know who you thought we would recognize. That guy said he was Ripper. I didn't realize Giles was.
Major Kong, I know you think this is crazy, but I just got a message from base over the CRM 114. He called his wing attack for an hour.
How many times have I told you guys that I don't want no horsing around on the airplane?
I'm not horsing around, sir. That's how it goes.
Major Kong, is it possible this is some kind of loyalty test? You know, give the go code and then recall to see who would actually go?
Ain't nobody ever got the go code yet. And old Ripper wouldn't be giving us Plan R unless them Ruskies had already clobbered Washington and a lot of other towns with a sneak attack. Well, boys, I reckon this is it.
Cowboy hat.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Combat toe-to-toe with the Ruskies.
Interesting.
It's also, I think, an important detail they put in there of like the plan that they were just given the code for is only if they've already been attacked.
Heck, I reckon you wouldn't even be human beings if you didn't have some pretty strong personal feelings about nuclear
Also, Mikey, I'm
combat.
disappointed in you.
I want you to remember one thing. The folks back home is
I don't know anybody.
And by golly, we ain't about to let them down. Say that you're all in line for some important promotions and personal citations when
Yeah.
this thing's over with.
If there's anybody to do that.
One of you, regardless of your race, color, or your creed.
Pretty progressive for 1964.
So what I was getting at with the whole why I feel that's important is no hesitation from them because they're like, we were attacked, we're gonna fucking hit it back, right? Also, did he have that safe just for the hat?
Well, this is his secretary, Miss Scott.
Nice.
Fine, and you? Oh, we were just catching up on some of the general's paperwork. Well, look, Freddie, he's very tied up at the moment.
Please tell me he's literally tied up.
Freddie, the thing thing is, the general is in the powder room right now. Could you tell me what it's about? Just a second. Apparently, they monitored a transmission about 8 minutes ago from Burpelson Air Force Base. It decoded as wing attack.
Oh.
Tell him to call, what's his name? Base Commander, Ripper. I have to think of everything on it.
All communications are dead.
Uh-oh.
He says he's tried personally several times, but everything is dead.
This guy's an answer for everything.
Shut down.
Fred? Buck? What's cooking on the threat board? Nothing. Where's my shorts?
On the floor. Where are you going?
No place, no place. I just thought I might, mosey over the war room for a few minutes, see what's doing over there.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
The Air Force never sleeps.
But
I can't tell it's 3 o'clock in the morning because it's dark.
I'm not sleepy either.
Black and white. Ooh.
You just start your countdown, and old Bucky will be back here before you can say, blast off.
The enemy may come individually, or he may come in strength. He may even come in the uniform of our own troops.
Uh-oh.
When he comes, we must stop him.
Is this the one that gave the
Yes.
Shoot first and ask questions afterwards. I would sooner accept a few casualties through accident than lose the entire base and its personnel through carelessness. The nation is counting on us. We are not going to let them down. Good luck to you all.
So he had a hidden radio?
I don't... Something fishy's going on?
Well, it seems like Ripper's got his own plans.
The emergency base code prefix is to be set on the dials of the CRM. This will block any transmission other than those preceded by a code prefix.
Oh, so they're making it so nobody can communicate with them?
Yep.
Except Ripper?
Yep.
It seems like it.
30 megaton nuclear device fused for airburst at 10,000 feet. 20 megaton nuclear device will be used if first
Oh, they have two?
Otherwise, proceed to secondary target.
B-52 got a lot of bombs.
Complex.
Listen to that. Music. Civilian broadcasting. I think those fellas in the Pentagon have given us some sort of exercise to test our readiness. Personally, I think it's taking things a bit too far. Our fellas will be inside Russian radar cover in about 20 minutes.
I thought I issued instructions for all radios on this base to be impounded.
Well, you did indeed, sir, and I was in the process of impounding this very wide when I happened to switch it on. They do it would cause a bit of a sting, huh?
You gonna kill this guy?
Sir, Captain, the officer exchange program does not give you any special prerogatives to question my orders.
Why? We don't want to start a nuclear war unless we really have to, do we?
Group Captain, the planes are not going to be recalled. My attack orders have been issued and the orders stand.
You see, if a Russian attack was in progress, we would certainly not be hearing civilian broadcasting. If a Russian attack was not in progress, then your use of Plan R, in fact, your order to the entire wing,
Huh, he realized he's too smart.
as an officer in Her Majesty's Air Force, it is my clear duty, under the present circumstances, to issue the recall code upon my own authority.
Oh, he's too good. Door's locked, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna shit his ass.
Dude, door's locked.
I'm afraid, sir, I must ask you for the key and the recall code. Have you got them handy, sir?
I told you to take it easy, Group Captain. There's nothing anybody can do about this thing now. I'm the only person who knows the three-letter code group.
Then I must insist, sir, that you give them to me.
Oh, there's a gun. Is that a Colt?
Do I take it, sir, that you are threatening a brother officer with a gun?
War is too important to be left to politicians.
Dude, I love that they had him keep the cigar in his mouth the entire time. I don't even know how he's doing that. It's got to be
magic.
Pain.
Magic. And he was smoking it too.
And he bit the shit out of it. I just...
And the international communist conspiracy to sap and impurify all of our precious bodily fluids.
What? What the fuck?
About General Jack Ripper issued an order. Now, it appears that the order called for the planes to attack their targets inside Russia. These are their primary targets.
Wow.
The squares are their secondary targets.
Dude, it's gonna light up all of Russia.
I was under the impression that I was the only one in authority to order the use of nuclear weapons.
Perhaps you're forgetting the provisions of Plan R, sir, in which a lower echelon commander may order nuclear retaliation after a sneak attack if the normal chain of command has been disrupted. You approved it, sir, you must remember. The idea was for Plan R to be a sort of retaliatory safeguard.
Starts the war, though. Huh.
Dude, once again, it's like a matter of life and death, and they're talking way too much about shit that does not matter. It's like, don't you remember? You said this was okay, don't you? Don't you? You signed it.
Then why haven't you radioed the planes countermanding the Go Code?
They have secret passwords.
As you may recall, sir.
As you may recall, sir. I love how he just keeps eating more gum.
How soon did you say the planes would penetrate Russian radar?
20 minutes ago?
20
About
minutes.
18 minutes from now,
Did you in contact with General Ripper?
I have a portion of the transcript of that conversation if you'd like me to read it.
Wasting too much time.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I also like how the binder in front of him says, like, targets and megadeaths.
Has to be the joke.
Yes, it is. What's that? The government can't do anything fast.
The purity and essence of our natural fluids.
I don't get the fluids part.
I don't get the fluids part either, but it has to be something.
We're still trying to figure out the meaning of that last phrase, sir.
Thank God.
How much gum does he need?
General Face Man.
They're all smoking so much.
It's the goddamn war room.
Of course, it isn't only physical. I deeply respect you as a human being.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the fucking war room, dude.
There are one or two points I'd like to make, if I may.
Go ahead, General.
1 or 2 points? They have like 12 minutes left now.
In less than 15 minutes.
15, okay.
We'll be making radar contact.
Is the title just because you're supposed to give up and just let the bombing happen?
Keep watching.
We were to immediately launch an all-out and coordinated attack on all their airfields and missile bases. We'd stand a damn good chance of catching them with their pants down.
It is the avowed policy of our country never to strike first with nuclear weapons.
Well, Mr. President, I would say that General Ripper has already invalidated that policy. Perhaps it might be better, Mr. President, if you were more concerned with the American people than with your image in the history books.
General Turchison, I think I've heard quite sufficient from you. Thank you very much.
Am I to understand the Russian ambassador is to be admitted entrance to the war room?
That is correct. He is here on my orders.
You should see the big board.
That is precisely the idea, General. That is precisely the idea.
1 issue of prophylactics, 3 lipsticks, 3 pair of nylon stockings.
Fuck was the lipstick and the stockings, bro?
The prophylactics are also very funny, but that's a lot of money back then, isn't it?
What did you say? I said Premier Kissoff is a degenerate atheist. Mr. President, I formally request that you have this ignorant brute. I'm sorry,
Mr. President, I think they're... Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. What is going on here? I demand an explanation.
Oh man.
I feel like the world as we know it is relying on Mandrake right now, huh?
Yeah.
He's the only person who can stop him. He's just too damn polite.
They don't have a translator, so they know if he's telling the truth or not.
They're all listening too.
Another piece of gum? Is that his like 8th piece of gum?
Clear and plain and coming through fine. I'm coming through fine too, eh? Good, then.
Yeah, these bombs are going off. There's nothing gonna happen.
I feel like that's how the movie's gonna end, and the whole point of the movie is like, hey, there's clearly like this is just
Incompetent.
their guess of how it would actually happen.
Yeah.
You know how we've always talked about the
They're
possibility
just dancing around
of
everything.
something going wrong with the bomb. One of our base commanders, he had a sort of, well, he went a little funny in the head. You know, just a little.
And he launched nukes at you.
And, well, let me finish, Dimitri.
Yeah.
Why
Let me
would
finish, Dimitri? Well, listen, how do you think I feel about it?
how do you think I feel about it?
Why do you think I'm calling you? Just to say hello? Of course I like to speak to you.
What, you don't want to say hello to Dimitri?
Dimitri is good friend you talk to.
Of course it's.
Dude, he is giving him too much information.
Yes? Oh, you're calling first, will you? Uh-huh. Listen, do you happen to have the phone number on you, Dimitri? Sorry, too, Dimitri.
That guy's supposed to be us. Because that's me right now.
The general?
Yeah.
Oh, he just seems like he's struggling with everything.
I am as sorry as you are, Dimitri. Don't say that you're more sorry than I am, because I'm capable of being just as sorry as you are. So we're both sorry, all right?
Bro, what?
Why does Mike like this so much?
The top 20 on IMDb, baby.
No, I'm saying, why are you laughing so hard?
The Doomsday Machine.
Oh, they launched.
The Doomsday Machine? What is that?
Is that a piece of gum?
It is.
You and I need fresh, pure water to replenish our precious bodily fluids.
Why does he...
He really cares about bodily fluids.
Is he an alien?
You've ever heard of a thing called fluoridation? Fluoridation of water?
Fluoride, oh my god.
Yes, I have heard of that, Jack, yes.
Fluoridation is the most monstrously conceived and dangerous communist plot we have ever had to face.
Well, it seems like they're getting closer to the base.
Wow. There's golf clubs?
Oh,
Is that a Browning?
Yes.
Hendrik, in the name of Her Majesty and the Continental Congress, come here and feed you this bellboy.
Jack, I'd love to come. But, what's happened, you see? The string in my leg's gone.
Okay, man, there's no hope for Mandra. I got it.
So that within 10 months, the surface of the Earth will be as dead as the moon.
The radiation's gonna kill everything.
Our studies show that even the worst part is down to a safe level after 2 weeks.
You've obviously never heard of Cabal Thorium-G.
Well, what about it?
Cabal Thorium-G has a radioactive half-life of 93 years.
Is that what the Russians did?
The Doomsday Machine is designed to trigger itself automatically.
But surely you can disarm it somehow?
No, it is designed to explode if any attempt is ever made to untrigger it.
Automatically?
It's an obvious commie trick, Mr. President. We're wasting valuable time. Look at the big boy. They're getting ready to clobber us.
Hey, this is absolute...
I can assure you it has not recurred, Mandrake. Women sense my power, and they seek the life essence.
What the fuck is going on?
Dude, the first time he said it and you were laughing, I was like, is he talking about cum? He is.
My precious bodily fluids.
Those goddamn commies.
I deny them my essence.
The commies want his cum?
Man, they've been assaulting the fuck out of this base. Oh, they're surrendering.
I happen to believe in a life after this one. I know I'll have to answer what I've done.
And, you know what I'm hoping, Jack? I'm hoping you're going to give me the code, boy. That's what I'm hoping. And, oh, you're going to have a little wash and brush up, are you? What a good idea.
Is he going to kill himself?
I'll try and guess what the code is.
Yikes.
What was the towel for?
He didn't want to get the walls dirty? I don't know. It didn't...
Confirmed definite missile track. Evasive action.
Jeez. It's inevitable.
Mikey, Darth Vader's on that plane.
James Earl Jones? Mm-hmm. How do I recognize him as an actor? I've never seen his face.
When he talked.
That's him?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense now.
Rating range 8 miles. deflection still increasing, range 6 miles.
Going off course.
Missile still deflecting, range 4 miles. Range 1 mile. Missile detonated.
Oh, close.
Whoa, that was so close.
Put your hands over your head.
I'm General Ripper's executive officer.
Where's General Ripper?
He's dead. Look, I don't know what sort of stupid game this is you're playing, but I've got a very good idea what the recall code is, and I have to get in touch with SAC headquarters immediately.
I said put your hands over your head and keep them there. Come on.
Let him do it.
Now look, Colonel Bat Guano, if that really is your name.
What?
Gotcha.
May I tell you?
We will not, repeat, not be able to make it back to any base or neutral country. However, we would have enough fuel to ditch at weathership Tango Delta.
I have no idea how high they're flying.
I can't judge the rate. It could be 10 feet off the ground, or it could be 1,000. I can't tell.
I think General Ripper found out about your preversion and that you were organizing some kind of mutiny of preverts. Now move.
What the what?
I'm so confused.
Something very urgent has come up, and I want you to place an emergency person-to-person call with President Merkin Muffley in the Pentagon, Washington, D.C. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't got enough change.
That call to him?
Could you make this a collect call? Accept the call. Have you got 55 cents?
Oh my god.
I don't think I'd go into combat with loose change in my pocket, do you?
He says that one of the planes hasn't turned back. Tree? Look, we've got an acknowledgement from every plane except the 4 you've shot down. Oh.
No, shut down 3.
Dimitri, I'm sorry that jamming your radar and flying so low, but they're trained to do it. You know, it's initiative. Put everything you've got into those 2 sectors and you can't miss.
What's the nearest target opportunity?
Uh-oh. They're pretty low, aren't they?
Bro, but they're gonna... You just told the... No, they're definitely going to one of these 2 targets. Set all your defenses there.
Dimitri, there's no reason to get hysterical.
I mean, if he's really sharp, he can barrel that baby in so low. I mean, you ought to see it sometime. It's a sight. A big plane like a 52. Vroom! There's jet exhaust frying chickens in the barnyard.
Yeah, but has he got a chance?
Has he got a chance? Hell, you...
Jesus Christ. The suspense, huh?
Bomb door circuits, negative function. Backup circuit switched in, still negative function.
The door won't open?
Right.
From the missile.
John.
Sitting on a nuke. Sitting with his hat.
Hey, he said he was gonna see what he could do, okay? He said he was gonna fix it.
So they're gonna drop the nukes with him on it? Oh, I knew it! How did I know that was gonna happen? What the fuck?
The famous scene.
I've never seen this. What did that hit them?
Since they're flying so low, pretty likely they'd immediately just fall out of the sky. But I don't know.
Radioactivity would never penetrate a mine some thousands of feet deep.
A vault?
And in a matter of weeks, sufficient improvements in dwelling space could easily be provided. It would not be difficult, my Führer. Nuclear reactors could... I'm sorry, Mr. President. Tradition.
Oh, is that what his art's been trying to do the whole time?
He's an ex-Nazi. He's one of the ones from Project Paperclip.
Ratio of, say, 10 females to each male. I would guess that they could then work their way back to the present gross national product within, say, 20 years.
It's so much funnier now that I know. It's like, what the fuck is the whole shtick? Like, what's he fighting his arm?
Policy. I mean, we must be increasingly on the alert to prevent them from taking over other mine shaft space in order to breed more prodigiously.
Monsieur! I can walk!
And so I appreciate it. I mean, obviously the whole Nazi joke did not age well, but
it wasn't.
It was too.
It was funnier because he kept doing it. And I was like, "The fuck is up with this guy?"
I just thought he stroked out.
I just constantly. I will give the movie credit for it. I was pretty fucking quiet because I'm just like trying to understand like what's the nuance are going on with here, and then it's not terrible Nazi jokes. The good old boy cowboy riding a nuke to end the world.
Hey, that's Slim Pickens. He's a famous cowboy, all right?
I don't know. Just
Mike gets a gas.
I don't know what to say.
All right, so this is actually like a top 20 or so.
So hold on, wait. Or go ahead.
No, go on.
The animated.
It's just I was waiting to see if there's any extra credit stuff, after credit stuff.
Was the joke is the code to save it is OPE, but they're missing the H for the H bomb.
For hope. They're missing the H for hope.
So all hope is lost because of the H bomb.
Yeah.
Right? Like, is that what they were going with? The code was OPE? Or am I reading more into it than?
I'll keep it a buck there. I'm not sure if you're onto something or if you're reading.
I thought it was hope. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's what I thought. And they were making like an H-pop.
There probably was a joke like that.
Oh, okay.
There's like multiple layers of comedy. And
so I'm giving you too much credit for knowing more about the movie than we do.
Now,
did you learn anything new, or did you?
Oh no, this is fucking hilarious.
Now, I guess the first watch is a little bit jarring in some ways because you're trying to understand what's going on, and it's honestly it's just a general gone rogue launching nukes because he's crazy and he doesn't want his cum stolen.
But it was a
by
failsafe.
commies. And when he does this, he doesn't realize that he's going to accidentally trigger a failsafe for a doomsday weapon that's like a radiation storm, basically. Which is crazy.
Yep.
Because it's like the special cesium, I think was whatever, I don't remember what it was actually, but whatever the radioactive isotope was going to give like 97 years of
93 years.
Yeah, 90 years. I'm sorry of whatever was happening, and that's pretty crazy because that makes sense. I mean, I don't know where that first general got the 2 weeks of radiation from because that is really
it's the 60s, baby, right?
Well, he didn't know the Russians had the doomsday device.
Well, even regular nukes,
which is important.
Well, I guess that's not true.
Sure, yeah, the 2 weeks. I don't know.
I don't know, but because I guess maybe they're using Hiroshima as.
Dude, he thought fluoride was making it so he can't come during.
No, that was the other guy.
I was so confused.
That corrupts your bodily fluids, bro.
That was the other guy. Because that was the.
Oh, you're talking about the funny general.
The funny general.
The chewing gum dude.
The 20 pieces of gum.
I liked him. Turgeson.
He was like, he laid it out. I mean, he was pretty honest. And in fact, it was the Russian ambassador feeding information.
So like a big thing about what makes this movie like unique from other Kubrick films is Kubrick's known as like one of these directors who like abuse his actors to get the shots and stuff he wants.
I've heard of that.
Like he's traumatized multiple actors in his career.
Yeah, you mean that guy chain smoked cigars?
Oh no. This one, so the cool thing about Dr. Strangelove is that whereas those ones, all of his other movies, some scenes took like 200 takes. This one was actually, they didn't tell them that they were actually recording the movie, and this was supposed to be like a play run. So stuff is more over the top and less serious, and that's why like when General Turgison like falls in the war room and does a tumble, that's not scripted. That was literally he fell while walking out, and they just kept it because everything was just.
I felt like a lot of what he was saying was just off the cuff
and just
like,
chewing. On the gum.
Yeah, just chewing on the gum. I was like, what the
Now,
so I would like to add.
I'm confused.
I would like to add that I would never ever watch this movie again. However, hold on, I would do exactly what you did. And I would watch it with other people who have never seen it before.
Right.
I think that's exactly what this
to just
movie
watch
is
the
for.
absolute bafflement.
Because this is for you. This isn't for the viewer. Sorry, guys. Mike just wanted his own amusement from Mike.
No, seriously. This is what this is.
I'm being serious.
No.
I feel
But
like this is a great movie to show.
This is a
other
top
people.
100 IMDb movie, and I haven't looked recently, but it should be top 50. Why do you think that?
Because it highlights the incompetencies of the government in a situation like this, where they literally have 20 minutes to act, and 10 minutes are spent having a conversation and making a phone call, and you realize you're like, why aren't they more efficient? Why don't they just say and get to the point? And they're all too busy dancing around who's the person to blame in these situations. When they're like, it was
Dimitri.
You gave authorization for this person, president technically, and it was this person that put it in. It's like okay, who cares about that? Bombs are going off. Get to the bottom of it. But instead, it felt like you're like in middle school or like elementary school, and you're like,
this is real life though. If you've never been in a corporate board meeting,
Ultimately, that we're fucked. Nuclear deterrence is fucked. If one side ever it's not a real thing. If a bomb ever goes off, it's the end of the world. There's no.
It was kind of shown throughout history that this movie was incorrect in that, because this happens, if I'm not mistaken, before the Cuban Missile Crisis. I could be wrong with that. It might have happened they might have been filming this while it was happening, which there were occasions where we thought the end of the world was going to happen.
Sure. Now,
and it didn't.
But I think it was like to throw that in your face and be like, it's just mocking the real world situation of like, if it happens, you're never going to know. By the time you know, it's already like you're done. And the people in power didn't give a fuck about anyone else other than themselves and having 10 women per man. So, they were focused on themselves.
They did come up with the idea for Vault, though. They came up with the idea for Vault, so.
I feel like Fallout Vaults are kind of a cultural thing from the
reality,
60s.
They had like hours to live at most. And he was like, yes, perhaps if we can...
A nuclear power plant in a mine shaft, thousands of feet deep.
Yeah, I'm like, I was literally joking to myself. I'm like, I cannot wait just for the screen to go white and they're all dead. And that happened. So,
interestingly enough, were we supposed to infer that the Doomsday device, the Americans also made one, but they never decided to go fully through with it?
No. They did a feasibility study, and they're like, this is dumb.
It seems... Are we meant to believe that the Russians... maybe was it Dr. Strangelove, or maybe his
he wasn't Russian.
Well, I know he wasn't, but maybe his project or scientists who worked on the project with him went over to the Russian side. As we know, both sides got Nazi scientists, and maybe people who worked on the original Doomsday project for the Germans were working for the Russians, and that's why it was pretty much the same one as his.
I felt like they were just more so mocking like the fact that German scientists had a large portion to do with like making atomic bombs.
Well,
and stuff.
again, if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be based off Werner von Braun, which came over, and he's like the father of NASA. Some people call him. I don't know if that legacy has been demolished in the past decade, but he was a big part of the space program, so he was a top leading scientist, which also would go with missile tech and stuff.
Now,
question for you: there is one actor in this movie that plays 3 different roles. Peter Sellers. Any idea who he's playing?
One of the pilots.
Yeah, definitely on the plane.
Nope.
No.
Is he multiple generals?
He plays 3 roles, and it's 3 what you could call main characters.
So he plays 3 main characters. So is he one of the officers? Not the British guy. Is he the one that goes
pervert dude?
No, the guy goes
the prevert.
What was up with that? He's like
the colonel.
Boss
right?
Lady, he's like,
was it
sir,
the colonel?
Was it that guy?
No, was it the general? Was it the one that was crazy and launched the nukes?
Oh.
No, not then. Was it the British guy?
It was Mandrake.
Mandrake was one of them.
Peter Sellers played Mandrake.
Mandrake was it? It wasn't the ambassador, was it?
Oh, he played the navigator on the plane.
No,
he wasn't on the plane, Joe.
He wasn't on the plane.
He was not on the plane.
Bro, what?
He was in the war room twice.
Okay, yeah. He was two different generals?
He was two different main characters in the war room.
Was he the guy with the gum?
No,
was he Spaceman?
He was Spaceman.
This is tough.
What other character? Is he Dr. Strangelove also?
Dr. Strangelove?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And he's one more character.
We're gonna figure it out. Hold on, we'll get it.
Dimitri.
He's Dimitri?
Oh, he's not Dimitri. We didn't see Dimitri.
President?
Yes.
He's the president?
He played the president, Dr. Strangelove, and Mandrake.
He looked different as Mandrake. That's why I didn't notice. But I can see I can see Dr. Strangelove was hidden by the.
I could be forgetting. I might be gaslighting you.
I didn't get. I mean, aside from that, there was.
So you guys really didn't like it?
I didn't say I disliked it.
You were more baffled than baffled you couldn't enjoy
I
it.
appreciate what they were going for. I think I pointed out a lot of stuff that I thought was like funny or.
You seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, I did. What I meant was like, it's not my style of movie. Like in the sense
sure.
But that's why I
Not Fight
said
Club.
I would never just out of my own willing let me rewatch that. But if for some reason I had a perfect opportunity to let me just fuck with these people and suggest this movie and tell them, we gotta watch it. And be like, it's on the top 20 on IMDb. What do you mean? It's a classic. And do this exact thing, and it makes it a good time. So, which is hard to say about a movie from 1960s.
I will tell you, when you rewatch it, and you're not focusing on what's making you baffled, it's a lot more of an enjoyable.
Dude,
I think it kind of assaults the senses a little bit in the way.
We watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. You can't. They're so far apart.
But I mean, it assaults the senses in the way it's a very chaotic movie in certain scenes. Like when they're in the war room, it's very chaotic, especially when they're going back and forth. And I think the entire point of that war room is to frustrate you because of how slowly the resolve
definitely
is. And I think it actually worked on me because I was getting so frustrated. I can't believe that they're just taking this, they're making no decisions, nothing's happening. And I thought the movie was literally going to go.
They started making decisions once the doctor was like 10 women every man. They're like, oh my god, I like this guy.
I thought what was going to happen though was maybe the plane wasn't going to get hit by a missile. But instead of they were going to finally come to the decision, and then the bombs were going to be dropped as they came to the decision.
The movie would have been terrible if they didn't drop the bombs. Period.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I almost thought that they wouldn't be able to get the bomb doors open, and they would have to crash the plane to get the bombs off.
Nah, he rode that motherfucker.
But he rode that thing in. That was.
You've
funny.
really never seen that in any pop culture?
No.
They did it in Family Guy.
Then I just didn't get the reference. Clearly, that happens.
Now, I do really enjoy the fact that you point out James Earl Jones was in this. Pretty good to hear his voice without the modulation of Darth Vader, and it's once you notice it, it's definitely something interesting. And also, this movie felt a little progressive for its time in 1964 with the gentleman who said all creeds, nationalities, and religions and stuff like that. You guys would be honored. The pilot said that.
I feel like that was pretty on brand for it being 67. I feel like that was
no. I think that's post-segregation.
It is.
The 63 was segregation.
What's civil rights?
Segregation. We're bad people. We should know this.
Yeah, no. 63 to 65. It's one of those years. So it's after that.
This came out in 64, so right around there.
Martin Luther King died in
67.
Died in 68.
I thought you said this was 67.
So it's around the time.
I don't know.
So it's definitely around the time.
Yeah, we should have stuck to what I was going to say is I can't believe they had that big of a setup for a cum joke. You're lucky. During the recording, I was going to be like, well, that was an explosive reveal.
I really enjoy the fact that the general was sleeping with his secretary.
Get it? It's a cum joke about a cum joke.
I'm about to leave.
Okay. Hey guys, for joining us for Mike's movie pick.
No, what else did you want to say? I'm just fucking around.
I know.
No, you had something. Closing statement.
Closing statement. I enjoyed the secretary, that whole scene, the whole gag with the secretary, because
you just like the secretary.
No, because it was
because she looked like Miss Callan.
Well, they had to repeat it. No, what? No, they had to repeat, guys, of the scene with the secretary on the phone, by doing it with the president talking to Dimitri. You're talking to somebody on the phone. On the other end, you're not going to hear the conversation or anything like that.
Notice that.
That's kind of a gag. It felt like where they're just and you're not getting anywhere with the conversation really. And, because he was like, oh, you call yourself. What do you mean you can't call yourself? I have to call for you. And then Dimitri's like, oh, Dimitri's got hysterical during the conversation. He's like, what do you mean? We told you.
Wasted at 4 a.m.
Well, he's having a party.
Well, it was like 3 a.m. in America, so it was late night.
If it was 3 in America, it'd probably be around.
I don't know. We don't know international times here.
Probably 11, anywhere from 11 to 1 p.m.
Man, we're just not doing time.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
No, if you do enjoy our content, make sure you check out our Patreon for full episodes of this one. And you can vote on movies every month. We do have movie polls. Otherwise, thank you for joining us with the 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
We hope you enjoyed and have a good night and day and evening and weekend and month and year and...
and come, Joe.